Hello everyone, welcome to Snow Bundle channel, and now we will discuss on the Bayros grant options. Going to the worksheet and Bayros grants. First, the function is show Bayros. Whatever the role is been set to context or the role I am using, if that role is having the minimum monitor access, then it will list that Bayros in the show Bayroses command. And if I wanted to check what all grants are given on the warehouse, so show grants on the warehouse. So this is an example, dev warehouse underscore 1 I have given. So here this warehouse is owned by account admin role since it is created by that role. Currently it is showing only the privilege of ownership, but other privileges also can be listed if it is granted for other role as well. So here to show how the grants can be given on the warehouse, I will be creating one warehouse called DBA warehouse. Since this warehouse is already exists, for that I'll be recreating the same warehouse, or I can create a different warehouse. I'll be creating a DBA warehouse underscore 1, and warehouse size is of extra small, and auto suspend has been set to 2 minutes. Auto resume is equal to true, initially suspend equal to true, means when the warehouse will be created, so that time it will be in a suspended mode. And scaling policy, it has been set to standard. However, this doesn't give much importance as I'm having only a single cluster type warehouse. And now I will be running this query. And now I will be creating a role called DBA role underscore 1. And if I check what are the grants given on this role, now if I run the show grants to role, this won't give any result because this role is just now created, and now I will be granting this role to user interior. So DBA role 1 I will be granting to interior user. And if I run show grants of role, this will give the user list who are having the role access of DBA role 1. Here I would need to change to DBA role 1 wherever I have kept as a DBA role. As we know, first I need to give usage on database of my DB to this role. First I would need to grant a DBA role to the object which are present in my DB databases. So first I need to give usage on database, then I'll be giving usage on all the schemas present in this database to DBA role 1, and select on all the tables from the schema of sample 1, which is the schema created in the MyDB database. Also I'll be giving grant insert update delete on all the tables of the schema of MyDB sample 1 objects. Now use this role and show warehouses. If I run, it won't give any result because currently I have given only access on the databases, and if I choose this role, it won't be showing any warehouses assigned to this role. Also please note that whenever the new role is created, it is good and ideal process to put that or keep that new role into the existing hierarchy, since we know that most of the time sysadmin will be handling all the database object creation. Ideally it is good to give DBA role 1 to the sysadmin role. So I'll be assigning DBA 1 role to the sysadmin. Means sysadmin role can inherit all the accesses of the DBA role 1. For that, first I need to go to account admin role and grant DBA role 1 to sysadmin role. And now coming to the types of grants which can be given on the warehouses are operate, monitor and usage. These three access can be given on the warehouse. The first access is operate access. The operate access can be used to suspend and resume warehouse. So when I will give this operate access to the role DBA role 1, so that time DBA role 1 user can go to that warehouse and he can manually suspend in the warehouse section. he can go to admin section in that warehouses. Here by clicking on the warehouse, here by using the account admin role, the user can edit, resume and drop it. So here currently it is in suspended mode, so it is showing that resume. So if it is in resume mode, it will show suspend option over here. So when I will give operate access to the role, so that time this whatever the role operate access has been assigned, so that role would be able to resume and suspend the warehouses which are assigned to that role. Going back to the worksheet, so that is operate access. So monitor access, so this is to view the warehouses status, what is the current status of the warehouse, and all the warehouse activity in the query history can be seen using this monitor access. So this will be mainly useful when the particular role wanted to gather the status of the warehouses which are run in the query. If some information is collected out of it, example from the information query history to fetch the result from the warehouse, that role which is querying the information schema.query history should have the monitor access on the warehouses which are running the queries. As we know, information schema.query history will capture only of recent queries and it will store only the top recent 100 records. So for that, the role having monitor access on the warehouse will be useful. So here I just gave an example on that. And coming to the usage access, role wanted to use the warehouse, then usage access is must. To execute the queries, usage access is must. So this operate access is of not much useful when we will use auto suspend mode and auto resume mode. So that time, example, I have set up auto suspend mode as 10 minutes and I have executed the query which took 10 minutes, and after that I don't want to keep the warehouse active for another 10 minutes to go into suspended mode. So that time, if that role is having the operate access, then that user can go to the warehouses list and from the admin section, then he can suspend the warehouses. Here I am giving usage monitor and operate access on warehouse DBA warehouse 1 to DBA role 1. And there is a one more feature called with grant option. So with grant option means if the role is granted with a with grant option, means that DBA role 1 can give monitor access to the lower role or the hierarchy role which are below DBA role. So for those roles, monitor access can be given by this role. Example, under DBA role 1 there is a role called DBA role 2. For that, DBA role 1 can give monitor access to that DBA role 2. Only monitor access can be given, however usage on the DBA warehouse 1 cannot be given by DBA role 1. And now if I check what is the grants are given on the DBA role 1 and show grants on the DBA warehouse 1. First I'll be running used role DBA role 1, then show grants to the DBA role 1. So it is having usage access on the database schema and DML access on the tables, also the select access, and monitor, operate and usage access on the DBA warehouse. And show grants on warehouse DBA warehouse 1 will give the list of access owned by the roles. So here DBA role 1 is having monitor, operate and usage access. However, it is owned by the account admin role. So currently it is a managed warehouse for the accesses of usage and operate. So for any new role, if usage and operate access has to be given, then it has to be done only by the account admin role, since it is owned by account admin role. That's it for this video. Please let me know in comments if any more information has to be covered. Thank you.